Hello guys, this is your friend and we are back with a new fanfic. Which is what if one day Sasuke came to Naruto and demanded him that he teach him Oiroke no Jutsu, and why is Sasuke happy that he turned into a girl? Part 1. And if you enjoy this fanfic, then please press the like button and subscribe to my channel for more fanfic like this. And you want to see part 2, comment down below. And now let's start the fanfic. It was an ordinary day in Konoha. Everyone was doing work, moving around and other things. Tell me how to that jutsu. A boy with a duck-ass hair said. Not now Sasuke, I want to eat in peace. A blonde boy with spiky blonde hair, 3 whisker marks on his cheeks, wearing kill me orange jumpsuit. The now known as Sasuke was getting irritated. He wanted to know that jutsu. If he can't get it out of him, then he'll force him to use it, and then copy it with his Sharingan. Just tell me how to do it, Naruto, Sasuke said. Why are you so interested in the Oiroke no Jutsu? I thought you said it was useless. Heck, you said every jutsu I know is useless. Naruto said. This confused Naruto the most. What he said was true. Sasuke always thought everything he did was useless. And off all the jutsus he had, Sasuke wanted to learn Oiroke no Jutsu. I just need it in case we go on a mission where we have to disguise ourselves. Sasuke stammered. To Naruto this was strange. A mission like that can only be given to Chunins, due to the high rape rates. And Sasuke wasn't a Chunin. But Sasuke was cutting in on his ramen time. And he was annoyed that he can't eat ramen. Just this once I'll give this bastard what he wants, just this once. Only because he's ruining ramen time, Naruto thought. Fine, I'll tell you how to the jutsu, Naruto signed. Sasuke was ecstatic. Finally he will learn the Oiroke no Jutsu, finally he can rebuild his clan, finally he and Naruto can be together. He can be more than friends with Naruto. That's as far as yaoi I'll be going. That's right, Sasuke likes Naruto, though he would never admit it, and he knew Naruto was straight. And besides, 2 males can't reproduce, so it was a dead end. That is until last night, when Sasuke was in his clan library to look for new techniques, he found Uchiha Madara's diary. Flashback. Sasuke was rummaging through the Uchiha library until he found a diary that had Madara's name on it. In the diary it had information about how the Uchiha clan was formed. The origin of the Sharingan and a major secret about it. He learnt that the Sharingan can only be passed down through the females of the Uchihas. Male Uchihas can't pass them down. They can activate it but can't give it to the next generation. Sasuke was shocked and depressed. He won't be able to revive the Uchiha clan. He continued to SLK until he read a part of the diary that said that Uchiha Madara married an Uzumaki. And then there was a section that interested him. If by some awkward reason that the last Uchiha member is a male, then here is a seal that will make you a permanent girl, only, and I mean only if you can do a solid henge. Which is impossible since no one can do that, ha ha ha. Sasuke was happy for a minute until the last part crushed him. Where can I find someone who knows a solid henge? Sasuke thought. Then he remembered Naruto's henge. It wasn't an illusion. During the wave mission didn't Naruto transform into a demon wind shuriken, and I was able to throw him. Now Sasuke knew that it was possible. He put the seal that was drawn in the book on himself and went to sleep thinking about how everything's going to change. Flashback end. Now we are here in current time where Sasuke was asking Naruto to teach him. Naruto finished his ramen and was heading to Training Ground 7, for the team meeting. But Sasuke was annoying him about how he saved Naruto from being beat up by his fan club. Just to learn his Oiroke no Jutsu. They reached Training Ground 7, neither Kakashi or Sakura were there and Sasuke kept the list going until Naruto finally snapped. Okay, I'll teach you, just stop asking me. Naruto shouted. Sasuke was pleased, he was happy, now just transform and everything is set for him and Naruto. Okay, these are the hand signs to do the jutsu and you just have to think about being a girl and you're done. Sheesh. Naruto said. Sasuke was about to do the jutsu until a certain pink banshee and fangirls came. Sasuke cursed under his breath. Why of all the times did these things have to come? Sasuke thought. Sasuke-kun, who do you like more? It's me, right? Sakura said. No. Me, right? Ino shouted. Then another fangirl shouted. Then more fangirls shouted. Cammy, do you hate me? I mean, today is the do you give up my Avengers path, and yet you bring these things on the day I was going to confess to the one I really like. Sasuke thought, sorry, I think I made it to yaoi even for me. Uno Sasuke-kun, answer us. Sakura said. Disgusting. Sasuke thought. Then he looked at Naruto, who had hate in his eyes. Damn it, he hates me even more. I need to do this. It doesn't matter if these things are here. I will get what I want. Sasuke thought, determination coursing through his body. No. Sasuke said. What did you say, Sasuke-kun? Ino asked. I said no. I don't like any of you. I like someone else, Sasuke shouted. All the fangirls were heartbroken. And Naruto was shocked and confused. Tell us who this someone is, and I'll prove to you that she isn't worthy of you. Sakura said. And many other fangirls said the same thing. Pathetic. I can't believe I had a crush on her. Can't she get the message? And besides, this was bound to happen. I mean, who would like anyone who stalks you and do crazy things? Naruto said. Somewhere else. In another place, a certain Hyuga girl sneezed. Back to training ground 7. Damn it, it's now or never, Sasuke thought. Listen here and listen well, I don't like any of you and I never will, Sasuke said. And all the fangirls were crying. The one I like is, Sasuke looks at Naruto, then does the hand signs to Oiroke no Jutsu. Oiroke no Jutsu, suddenly there was smoke everywhere. When the smoke cleared up, there in the field stood a girl that looked 13 years old, slim, with breasts C-cup to borderline D-cup. An hourglass figure that would make even Kurenai jealous and proud. The girl had long wavy black hair, black eyes and a nice butt, and had a beautiful, cute face and was totally naked. All the fangirls were confused, and Naruto was blown back with a nosebleed. Sasuke-kun. Uno, why did you do that stupid jutsu Naruto Baka uses? Sakura said, shock evident in her voice. I am no longer Sasuke. I am Sayuri, and with that Sayuri shouted, seal. Everyone was shocked, except Naruto, he was unconscious. What are you saying, Sasuke-kun? Stop with the joking. Hey, I know this a prank. Yeah, it's a prank. Haha, you got us. I didn't know you had this side to you. Sakura said, shock ready to break any minute with all that has happened. By this time Naruto woke up from his nose-bleeding trip and looked at Sayuri. What intrigued him was the seal on her stomach. It looked similar to his, but the difference was in the center. There were 3 tomos that looked similar to the Sharingan. I'm not joking, and my name is Sayuri now, Sayuri said. Naruto confused and thought, he's joking no doubt. He must be scaring these girls so he could confess to the person he was talking about without the girl getting killed. Sayuri looked at Naruto. This is my chance to confess. Listen, Naruto, everything will change. Sayuri thought. Stop joking around and turn back. Besides, you still haven't answered who you liked, Ino said. For the last time, I'm not joking, and besides, I can't turn back. This is permanent. And the person I like is. Sayuri started to blush and looked at Naruto and shouted, Naruto. Everyone froze, except Naruto. He went back to unconscious land. Time seemed to freeze. The fangirls were shocked. The Uchiha Sasuke, the last Uchiha, and the hottest guy, loves Naruto, the most stupidly and hated guy around. That's not possible. You two are a guy. That's not possible. Both Sakura and Ino shouted, and every fangirls agreed with them. Not trying to insult, but these are fangirls, they can't take reasons. Sayuri getting annoyed. And do say, why is it not possible, and get your facts straight. I am no longer a guy, I am a girl now. Thanks to the Uchiha seal and Naruto's jutsu, I am a permanent girl, Sayuri said. All the fangirls were thinking one thing. It was all Naruto Baka's fault. Then everyone heard a groan. They turned and saw Naruto wake up. I had this crazy dream where Sasuke turned into a girl and said he had feelings for me, Naruto said. And felt ki all directed at him, except he felt one person was staring at him with love. Naruto looked up and saw fangirls coming after him. Naruto, this is all your fault, the fangirls all said. Naruto was scared. He wanted to run, but a tree was behind him, to block his path. How is this my fault? Naruto stuttered. If you didn't make that stupid perverted jutsu, none of this would have happened, a fangirl shouted. Then the fangirls were about to attack until fire blocked them. When the flames died down, they saw Sayuri in front of Naruto with her hands up, defending Naruto. This isn't Naruto-kin's fault, it was my own choice that I transformed like this, Sayuri said. Did she say Naruto-kun? All the fangirls and Naruto thought. Sasuke, please snap out of it, that demon is just brainwashing you, Sakura shouted while pointing at Naruto. Naruto was depressed that Sakura called him demon, even though he doesn't like her anymore. It still hurt since he thought of her as a sister. And they were teammates. Sayuri noticed the hurt look on Naruto and was angry, beyond angry, so what she did next surprised everyone. Slap. Sakura was slapped with so much force she fell like 2 meters back. Never ever call Naruto-kun a demon, if anyone is a demon it's you guys, Sayuri shouted. Naruto and the fangirls and Sakura were shocked. Naruto because Sasuke just defended him. And the fangirls same reasons as Naruto and Sakura because she was just slapped. Now leave, get lost, I don't want to see any of you, Sayuri shouted with venom. All the fangirls scrambled out of the training ground crying, including Sakura. When every fangirls left, Sayuri signed and dropped to her knees, exhausted. It was tough dealing with those things, Sayuri thought. Uno Sasuke, why did you defend me and why are you a girl? Naruto asked. Sayuri turned around and blushed. First it's Sayuri not Sasuke, he's gone, and second I defended you because you aren't a demon. Sayuri said, and Naruto was happy that another person didn't think of him as a demon. And third I am a girl because I used your jutsu to turn into a girl and used a seal from the Uchiha library to make it permanent. Sayuri said. Sayuri was about to say something else but stopped, thinking he would reject her. Naruto saw this and was about to ask what was wrong, but realized that she was stark naked, so he got up and gave her his jacket to wear. Here, cover yourself up, you must be cold, Naruto said while looking away to hide his embarrassment. Sayuri saw this and was surprised, but she took it. The jacket has his smell on it, it smells like ramen, she thought happily. Arigato Naruto-kun, Sayuri said, blushing like crazy. Naruto was confused and surprised that Sayuri was using kun in his name again. While Naruto was thinking, Sayuri was thinking of many perverted things Naruto and her could do. But was surprised at what she was thinking. The seal, it's changing my mind faster than I thought. I can't think about doing those things yet, I mean I just transformed into a woman and Naruto-kun is still confused, Sayuri thought. But her body was moving on its own. She was moving closer to Naruto slowly and looking at him like a tiger does to its prey. And then she jumped him. Naruto was contemplating on what was going on. First Sasuke comes to me to learn Oiroke no Jutsu, then he transforms into Sayuri, and Sayuri tells the fangirls that she likes him, not only that her personality did a 180. Naruto's thoughts were broken, he was pushed down by Sayuri. When he looks at Sayuri with confusion on his face, he was shocked when he looked at Sayuri. He saw the lust that was in her eyes. Only one thing passed through his mind. I'm going to get raped. For Sayuri, she was trying to stop herself. No, not now, I'm not ready, and neither is Naruto-kun, Sayuri thought. But couldn't resist, she just wanted him. Sayuri kissed Naruto and was asking for entrance, Naruto unconsciously. Both of them were in heaven. Naruto-kun tastes like miso ramen, Sayuri thought. While Naruto was having different thoughts. She's kissing me. What should I do? What should I do? What should I? She tastes like tomatoes and curry, Naruto thought. Both of them broke apart due to lack of air. But Sayuri wanted more. She put her hand through his pants and was surprised. Oh Naruto-kun, you naughty boy, you're not wearing underwear. You were waiting for this, weren't you? Sayuri said in a seductive voice that was turning Naruto on. It's not my fault, some is stealing my underwear for some reason. Naruto stuttered with a dark red face. Somewhere else a certain Hyuga girl sneezed and fainted. Oh really? I need to thank them for doing so. Sayuri said seductively. Unknown to both of them, a scarecrow was watching them. This is better than ICHA. Come on go, Naruto, this is the path to man. Kakashi was cheering, but was stopped when Anbu came and told him the Hokage and council wanted to see him and Team 7. Kakashi of course was depressed, that he had to stop the show early. He was cursing at the council for this. Kakashi appeared at the gate of training ground and said, "Yo, how's it going? I see you guys are at that age." Both Naruto and Sayuri looked up and turned red from embarrassment. Thank God Kakashi-sensei came or I would have lost it, Naruto thought, thanking Kami. However, Sayuri was pissed that he chose now to show up. He ruined my Naruto time, Sayuri thought, giving a large amount of killer intent to Kakashi. Kakashi noticed this and looked at Sayuri, who looked like she was going to kill him, quoting from the Nara clan, "Troublesome women," Kakashi thought. Anyway, let's go buy some clothes for Sayuri-chan here and go to the Hokage Tower. The council wants to see you guys, Kakashi I smiles. After shopping for Sayuri, they were heading to the Hokage Tower, to the council meeting hall. When they arrived, they were greeted with large amount of ki from the civilian side. Well, not enough, it was still weak. And from two of the three elders of Konoha. The female elder spoke. "Where have you been? Why are you 3 hours late?" "We were lost in the path of life," both Kakashi and Naruto said in unison. Everyone in the room sweat dropped except Sayuri and thought one thing, another Kakashi is born. While Sayuri thought it was cute. And Kakashi was grinning like a madman under his mask. "Yes, thank you Kami-sama, I finally have an apprentice to teach the ways of living." The old lady was about to yell until a man whose whole right side is covered in bandage stopped her. "Enough Kaharu, they are here now and that is all that matters." The now known as Kaharu gave a defeated sign and said, "All right Danzo." The Hokage was the next one to talk. "Do you know why you are here?" "No, but I can guess," Sayuri said, still pissed that people ruined her Naruto time. "Explain to us why you are a female and what is the meaning of this," Danzo said. Sayuri signed and explained how the Sharingan is a maternal Kekkei Genkei, how she found a seal that could change one's gender but required a solid henge, and how Naruto is the only person that knows said jutsu. "And that's how I am a female," Sayuri said. Everyone in the room were shocked except the Hokage, Danzo, Kakashi and Naruto, since they knew already. Then Hiashi Hyuga stood up and said, "Since Uchiha-san needs a spouse, I put my nephew Neji Hyuga as candidate." Everyone of the civilian council agreed, but the shinobi side looked at Hiashi with disappointment and anger. Soon the matriarch of the Inuzuka clan was about to protest until Sayuri shouted, "Hell no. You geezers are not choosing who I get to marry, and I will not be used as a breeding machine." Hiashi glared at her. "Yes, Uchiha-san, but you are the last of your clan, you are in the CRA." And, Hiashi wasn't able to finish. "The CRA does not affect the female populace, besides I already have someone in mind." Sayuri said the last bit with a huge blush. This shocked everyone, even Danzo and the Hokage. Danzo got out of his stupor and asked, "May we know who this person is, what he would make you transform into a girl, to get his affection?" Sayuri was in full blush mode and was whispering. Can you speak louder?" The Hokage asked. Sayuri whispered a little louder. "Say it again, I did not hear that," the Hokage said again. Sayuri shouted, "It's Uzumaki Naruto." With huge blush on her face that would make Hinata look like beginner in the blushing. Again the whole room was shocked. Everyone in the civilian side had one thought, the last Uchiha likes the demon brat. Naruto fainted 3 times in one day, new record. The Hokage, Danzo and Kakashi were happy. Hokage and Kakashi because someone other than that perverted stalking Hyuga. Yeah, they know what she did. Hokage threw crystal orb jutsu and Kakashi threw night duties as Anbu. But Danzo for another reason. "I approve," Danzo said. This confused everyone. Danzo, the one who hated Naruto the most, agrees to with the precious Uchiha and demon to be in a relationship. The Hokage thought one thing, What is he up to? What why? Kaharu and a pink banshee were shouted with everyone nodding their head. Danzo explained, if Sayuri Uchiha and Naruto Uzumaki were to have a child, they will have more than one Kekkei Genkai. The child will not only have the Sharingan, it will have large chakra, have longevity, fast healing, and will be able to master Fuinjutsu as if it was basic knowledge, and Uzumaki children are usually 85% female, which will be good for the Uchiha clan since the Sharingan can only pass down by female members. After hearing that, everyone was shouting that Naruto should marry their daughters. The clan heads were thinking they could get more power, well except Shikaku Nara, he thought, troublesome, Uzumaki. But everything was ruined when the Hokage spoke, Naruto will not marry anyone other than Sayuri Uchiha. The whole council was in an uproar, and Choza asked why. The Hokage replied, the Uzumaki clans are a proud clan, they only believe marrying on spouse that they truly love, and to the looks of it Naruto already loves Sayuri. Sayuri was confused, she just transformed into a girl, even she knew that he would have to get used to her. What do you mean, Hokage-sama? Can you please show us your neck, was all the Hokage said. Sayuri did what she was told. Then went into shock. There was a whirlpool tattoo on her neck. What is this? Sayuri panicked since that was never there. That Sayuri is a mate mark which only appears when an Uzumaki gives a kiss to the person they truly love. Hokage said. But I just transformed into a girl today, there is no way he could have fall in love with me unless he liked me before I transformed, Sayuri said. That is highly unlikely since Naruto once looked into the women hot spring once and had a nosebleed that put him in a coma for 1 week. The Hokage said. Sayuri was angry that Naruto looked at other women, and then came back to her senses. Damn, the seal is changing my mind real fast. The council heard this and was thinking of getting a seal master and breaking the mate mark. The Hokage looked at them and knew what they were think, stupid council. The bond cannot be broken unless either you or Naruto dies, the Hokage said, crushing everyone's thoughts of kill Naruto. But gave them new ideas of killing Naruto and save the Uchiha and turn him back to her original form. Danzo knew what they thinking and crushed their schemes completely. That bond is special and powerful, if either you or Naruto dies so will the other. That's why the Uzumaki clan was so committed. Sayuri was happy, so happy that she was going to face Naruto and kiss him and continue where they left of even if they have an audience. Only to realize that Naruto was unconscious. Seriously, why did he have to be unconscious now? Sayuri thought with anime tears. Hokage looked at Naruto then faced Sayuri and said, okay Sayuri Uchiha, you will be married to Naruto Uzumaki, but must have a child before you turn 16, Danzo said. The Hokage glared at Danzo and said, I am the Hokage wire, but stopped when Danzo got on his knees and said, please, this is a request, please Hokage-sama. This surprised everyone. Danzo begging, the Hokage signed and said, fine 16, Sayuri Uchiha, you must have a child before 16. Hiashi being the idiot he is stood up and tried to get both Naruto and Sayuri in his clan. Hikage-sama, please reconsider, Uchiha-san should marry Neji and Uzumaki can marry my daughter Hinata. The Hokage was getting pissed that Hiashi was getting greedy. He knew that Hiashi just wanted the Kekkei Genkai and once he has them he'll kill Naruto and Sayuri. The Hokage was about to shout at Hiashi, but Sayuri beat him to it. Hell no, Sayuri shouted while making a cross with her arms. Uchiha-san, you should watch that tone, Hiashi said, releasing ki. Sayuri was unfazed because this bastard here wants to use her as a breeding machine and take her Naru away from her to some perverted underwear thief. I'm sorry Hyuga-san, but I will not marry your weak cousin, and if you think of putting Naruto-kun in the CRA, I will kill all the women that are put in, cause I hate sharing, Sayuri said, smiling creepily. All the shinobis were reminded of Makoto Uchiha, the smiling monster. And they all started to seep from the memory they had of her when she didn't get what she wanted. The Hokage suddenly had the urge of protecting his Icha. Kakashi was smiling, but in the inside he was a mini Makoto-sama. DNZO was just smiling for some unknown reason. Hiyashi was about to yell at her until the Hokage stopped him and said, "My decision is final. Sayuri Uchiha and Naruto Uzumaki will be married, and if any of you were to bother or try to stop it, I will kill you personally, understood?" Everyone nodded their head. "Good, now leave, except for you, Danzo. We need to talk," the Hokage said. Everyone left the room and the Hokage and Danzo were the only one in it. "You have lots of explaining to do. Like, why did you request that Naruto and Sayuri have a child before 16? And why would you agree to have Naruto be married in the first place?" the Hokage said. Danzo looked at Hiruzen. "I knew I couldn't hide it any longer. The reason I did those things is because Naruto is my grandson," Danzo said. "What?" Hiruzen said. "Naruto Uzumaki is my grandson," Danzo said. Hiruzen was surprised, confused, and most importantly angry. He was surprised since Danzo actually got married and had a kid, thought he had a stick up his ass, but I guess he got it out, Hiruzen thought. Confused because since Naruto is related to Danzo, Naruto didn't have to go through the harsh treatments in his life. And angry because Danzo could have done something to protect Naruto. "Explain, Danzo, how is he related to you?" Hiruzen said. "Fine," Danzo said. "It all started during the Second War, in the Village of Birds." Flashback. Danzo, who looked about 24 to 28, was walking down the Village of Birds, doing one last scouting mission to see if there is any danger from enemy ninjas. It was quiet until he accidentally bumped into someone. "Watch where you're going," Danzo said in a threatening voice. Sorry, I wasn't looking where I was going," a woman said. When Danzo looked at said woman, he was speechless. The woman was beautiful. She had long blonde hair that resonated with the sun. Blue eyes that looked like it was looking at your soul, her face that looked drop-dead gorgeous, she had D-cup breasts, her body was perfect hourglass, and she looked hot with her yellow kimono on. She could take out 2 battalions if she just stood in the battlefield. Danzo thought. "Uno, are you okay?" "Hello," the angel said. Danzo was able to get out of his stupor. "Why, yes, I am fine, thank you," Danzo said, cursing at his stuttering. The girl just giggled at Danzo. Then the woman just remembered that she had to apologize, since it looked like he wasn't paying attention. "By the way, I am sorry for bumping into you," she said. "And no, it's not your fault, it's my fault entirely," Danzo said nervously with a small blush on her face. "But you said it was my fault," the woman said innocently. "No, it wasn't your fault. Rest assured it was mine," Danzo said while sweating and looking at her up and down. The woman noticed this and decided to tease him. She put her arms on her breast, squishing them. "Like what you see," she said in the most seductive voice he has ever heard. And that's coming from the guy who has fan club at Konoha. Right there, Danzo's mind was at war. One part wanted to jump her, the other was shouting, "Gentleman code, respect a woman at all cost." And with that, Danzo fainted. Now you know how Naruto's fainting problems come from. Danzo woke up to the smell of food. When he got up, he noticed that he wasn't at the street or his base, and thought, all of that was either a dream or genjutsu to capture me. Then suddenly the door opened. Danzo looked for his weapons, only to realize that his weapons were on the other side of the room. When he was about to use Shunshin to get his weapons, the women from earlier came and said, "You're awake, seriously, you almost gave me a heart attack," the blonde women said. Danzo was thankful to the gods that she was not a dream. "Say I never got your name," the women said. Danzo was broken out of thoughts and also realized that he never got her name. "I am Danzo Shimura and you are," Danzo said. "I'm Himiko Namikaze." "Himiko, Sun Princess," the now known as Himiko said. "Wow, her name is just as beautiful as her." Danzo was in a daze until he felt a slap on his face and fell off the bed. Danzo got up and looked at Himiko with an angry glare. "What was that for?" Danzo shouted. Himiko looked at Danzo and signed and said, "That was for staring at me. A woman doesn't like to be stared at, especially by a pervert like you," she pointed. Danzo understood the staring since his rival always gets slapped or beat up when he stares at women's. But she accused me of all people, being a pervert. Danzo thought. I'm not a pervert. If anyone's a pervert, it's you, Danzo shouted. There was an awkward silence until Danzo realized what he had said. From learning from his rival, he learned many things about women. 1. Never call a woman fat. 2. Never say they are ugly. And 3. The most important one, never for the love of God call them a pervert. Danzo closed his eyes waiting for his impending doom. When no torture occurred, he opened his eyes to see that Himiko had an impassive face. Of course I'm a pervert. Everyone is a pervert, it's just females are better at hiding it, and besides, Himiko gets off of her chair and goes to a bookshelf and pulls out some books. What's wrong with being a pervert? Himiko finished. Flashback end. And later we started dating, then 2 months later she was pregnant, and when Minato was born the village of birds was destroyed and luckily the hospitals was safe, but Himiko died of childbirth. And since the war wasn't going to end any time soon, I put Minato in the orphanage with his mother's last name, Namikaze name, Danzo said. Hiruzen was shocked. Beyond shocked. Danzo was Minato's father, but then another thought came, he got laid before me. Impossible, and wait, couldn't he have taken care of Minato after the war ended? This angered him. Danzo, looking at the angered Hokage, knew what he was thinking. I couldn't take care of Minato because of my enemies keeping tabs on me. And there was only one way for me to keep Minato safe, and that opportunity was taken away by you. And yes, I mean the Hokage position, Danzo said. Hiruzen understood, since he too has lots of enemies. The only thing protecting him and his family from being assassinated is his position as Hokage. That's why you wanted the position of Hokage, Hiruzen said. Yes, Hiruzen, I wanted the position so I could use it to get my son back and protect him. Danzo said. Okay, I understand why you couldn't be with Minato, but what about Naruto? He needed you the most, so why didn't you protect him? Hiruzen shouted. Danzo looked at Hiruzen. I did, Danzo said. What are you talking about? You and the Sicilian Council talk about executing Naruto all the time, Hiruzen said. I created Root to protect Naruto, but you made me disband it 8 years ago. And the reason I side with the civilians is so that I can get them to owe me for future problems. Danzo said. Oh, and if you're wondering, my training method that makes my Root Anbus lose their emotions is so that when they guard Naruto they only see him as a mission and nothing else, so his life wouldn't be endangered because of petty revenge. Danzo said. Hiruzen was shocked, with all that has happened. Thinking about how this morning the last Uchiha switched gender, to finding out Danzo banged a girl who was the total opposite of him and he got laid before him. I'm too old for this stuff, Hiruzen said with anime tears and banging his head on his table. Danzo looked at Hiruzen and thought, I knew this day would come, the old man has gone senile. So you had love, Hiruzen said to Danzo. Danzo nodded, confused as to where this was going. How was it? Which position did you guys do? Hiruzen said with a nosebleed. Danzo's sweat dropped. How did this pervert become Hokage? Danzo thought. It was amazing, I guess. Himiko is just like Naruto, hyperactive and lots of stamina. And look at Book 2 PG 98, a similar position like that. Danzo said. Hiruzen got his ICHA and looked for the position. Meanwhile, with Naruto and Sayuri, Kakashi had dropped off Naruto and Sayuri to the Uchiha Manor and said goodbye in a perverted way. This pissed Sayuri. Just one day she sees that Konoha is full of perverted bastards. She couldn't walk outside without getting perverted looks at her. She shivered. I finally understand what women have to go through every day now. Sayuri thought. She then went to her room. When she got to her room she saw Naruto sleeping on her bed. Naruto-kun looks so cute. Especially with those whiskers. Sayuri thought with hearts in her eyes. It was 5 minutes after she broke out of her fangirl mode and started to curse at herself. Damn fangirls, now they're taking me to their side, Sayuri thought. Sayuri didn't know what to do now. Since Naruto is unconscious, they couldn't continue where they were before being disturbed. I am a girl now. I'm going to check to see how it feels, Sayuri thought as she went to the bathroom in a breakneck speed. Sayuri took off her clothes and was in front of a mirror staring at her new body. Her eyes were the same onyx black exactly like before, but her hair was long black and not in the shape of a duck's butt. She was happy at that part. Hear that, Ka-san, I no longer have a duck's butt anymore in your face. She had C to D cup breasts and an hourglass figure. She was overcome with a feeling of warmth, even though the air was cold, which made her nipples erect. She looked down at her breasts with enthusiasm, and thought, I hope Naruto-kun likes these. She then remembers what she saw Sakura do once when she was male, so she grabs the lumps on her chest and squeezes them. Not even a second later she was assaulted with feminine pleasure. Sayuri moaned, ah, in her new female voice. After some time she stopped to catch her breath. That felt so good, Sayuri thought as she felt a pleasurable sensation coming from her new nether region. She gently rubbed the outer lip-like edges with her index and middle finger, finding out that the pleasure she received from fondling her breasts was nothing compared to this. When she was doing this, one person came to mind and it was Naruto. Suddenly she went faster. Naruto-kun faster. Sayuri shouted and was continuing until she heard the door open. Sayuri stopped what she was doing and looked to see none other than Naruto. She was happy that he woke up, but pissed that he walked in on her when she was doing her practice for future events. That is, unless he plans to continue. Sayuri thought, but was disappointed when he passed her. And groaned. With Naruto. But for Naruto he had no clue. He heard someone call him and woke up and went to the source. He figured out that the source was coming from the bathroom, when he suddenly realized that he hasn't gone to the bathroom for a long time, so he went in and went to the toilet. He didn't realize that Sayuri was there until he flipped the toilet and heard a groan and turned his head. His eyes snapped wide open at the sight that was in front of him. Most guys would kill to get a view, a girl with her left hand on her breast and right hand in her private area. The image was exactly like that scene in the orange book he read from Kakashi. The view was too much and blood spurted out of his nose. The force from the nosebleed was so much that he flew back and hit the mirror, shattering result. Naruto fainted again. Sayuri stopped what she was doing and went to check on Naruto. Sayuri only had one thing to say, Naruto-kun Yubaka. Naruto woke up from the shock of seeing a naked girl, and it was not him in his Oiroke no Jutsu. When he woke up he felt his right side feel heavy. He turned his head to the right to see Sayuri sleeping. He was about to faint again, but composed himself. He was wondering about why Sayuri was sleeping with him. She looks so defenseless, Naruto thought, with lots of perverted stuff, but he was broken out of his thoughts when he heard Sayuri wake up. Sayuri had woken up. When she opened her eyes she saw Naruto looking at her. She then took her hands and pinched Naruto's cheeks. Ow, what was that for? Naruto shouted. Just to check if you're awake. You did faint a lot yesterday, Sayuri said. Okay. Naruto said, not denying it, he did break his record. While he was thinking this his eyes landed on Sayuri. Sayuri was wearing white biker shorts, like Sakura in Shippuden, and blue no-sleeve shirt. It was tight around her chest. Naruto was lost in Sayuri's body. Sayuri noticed this and smirked. She then did a sexy pose and said, like what you see Naru-kun. Naruto was blushing, so much, he was about to faint again, but held himself. The Sayuri was coming at him like a cat and purring with lust in her eyes. Hey Naru-kun, do you want to continue where we left off before being disturbed? Sayuri purred. Some part was scared and told him to run, while the other part was shouting, be a man and go for it. Oddly enough there was another voice shouting, go boy go, make mama papa proud. When Sayuri got on Naruto's lap, Naruto managed to stop her and said, we can't do this sass Sayuri, I mean we didn't know each other well, and I still see you as Sasuke. Sayuri stopped and looked depressed. That Naruto sees her as Sasuke. Look Naruto-kun, I am Sayuri now. Sasuke is gone. And I love you. Sayuri shouted the last part blushing like mad. Naruto was shocked. No, shocked would be an understatement. A girl confessed her love to him. Yeah, but this girl used to be Sasuke. Remember, the bastard who thought he was special just because he was an Uchiha, Naruto thought. Then Naruto remembered he fainted in the council room. Say what happened after I fainted in the council room? Naruto asked. Sayuri remembered that he fainted and didn't hear what the council said. When she remembered, she blushed. Well, after you fainted we were talking about the Uzumaki clan and their Kekkei Genkai. Naruto was surprised that there was a Uzumaki clan and that he had a Kekkei Genkai. I have a Kekkei Genkai. Naruto shouted. Hi, they said your Kekkei Genkai allows you live longer, have large chakra reserves, fast healing and understanding Fuinjutsu better. Sayuri said. Naruto was shocked he has a Kekkei Genkai. But then something hit him. If there was a Uzumaki clan, what happened to it? 'Cause he was the only Uzumaki here in Konoha. Sayuri, what happened to Uzumaki clan? Naruto asked. Sayuri looked down in sadness since Naruto was the same as her, the last member of her clan. They were annihilated during the Second Shinobi War. You are the only one left. Sayuri said. Oh, was all Naruto was able to say. Thinking he really was alone. Sayuri saw the sadness and tried to comfort him as best she could. Naruto realized this and was a little happy that she comforting him. So was that all they talked about? Naruto asked. Sayuri remembered they were talking about their engagement. Not quite, they were also talking about our engagement and that we had to have a child before 16. Sayuri said, blushing like hell. Naruto was speechless and shouted, what? Why? Well, 85% of the children born with a Uzumaki clan are female, which is good for the Uchiha clan, so that's one reason, Sayuri said, blushing while think little blonde and black-haired kids running around. Naruto also blushed at the children part but then turned pissed that they were using him. He wanted to at least have kids with the girl he liked. Then he noticed that the girl beside him, his fiancée, wasn't complaining or insulting him and wondered what she said before, I love you. Sayuri looked at Naruto and saw the distress on his face, and knew what he was thinking. Naruto-kun, Sayuri was about to start, but Naruto interrupted her, when? Huh? Sayuri replied confused. When did you start liking me? Naruto asked. I guess you do need to know. I had a crush on you since I was 6 inches, Sayuri said, blushing thinking about her past. You liked me when you were a boy? Naruto said, surprised and weirded out. Yes and no, Sayuri said, blushing. This confused Naruto. What do you mean, yes and no? Well, I was a boy, but I was in a girl's body temporarily, Sayuri said. Huh, how can you be in a girl's body temporarily? Naruto asked. Let me explain. When I was 6 I made fun of a girl and called her weak and other stuff because I followed my father's ideology like a mindless sheep. My father didn't care, but my mother on the other hand wasn't going to let me go without some form of punishment, Sayuri said. Flashback. Sasuke. Makoto Uchiha shouted. Sasuke was in the dining room, where he was greeted by his father and older brother Itachi. Sasuke sat down and started eating. Makoto entered the dining room. Sasuke-kun, do you mind telling me why you were harassing that girl this morning? Makoto said in a sweet voice. Sasuke was surprised at what his mother said and answered. She was a disgrace to the Uchiha clan, she was playing with dolls instead of training, Sasuke said. Now Makoto lost her smile and it turned into a frown. Fugaku and Itachi, knowing what their wife mother was called during her ninja days, the smiling monster, knew, when she didn't smile there was going to be hell. So they took their dinner and ran to their respectful room with the same thought, sorry Sasuke, every man for themselves. Sasuke, being the dimwit he is, didn't know why they left in a hurry. Until he saw his mother radiating so much anger. He decided to skip dinner and go to his room. When he was about to stand, Makoto told him to stay. He did what he was told. Sasuke, what you did was wrong and there will be punishment, Makoto said. Sasuke was scared. What kind of punishment? Sasuke said, scared. Oh, you'll know tomorrow, Makoto said in the most sweetest voice that screamed pain. Oh, okay, Sasuke managed to say. Now finish your dinner and go to sleep, Makoto said. Sasuke finished his dinner fast and ran to his room. having nightmares about his punishment his mother's going to give him the next day. Next morning, Sasuke woke up. It was sunny, which he thought was going to be a good day. But then remembered that he was going to be punished, so he went to the bath to wash up for whatever punishment his mom was going to give him. When he went to the bathroom and washed his face, he looked at the mirror. There in the mirror was a girl with long black hair. She looked like a miniature version of his mother. Sasuke did what all 6-year-olds do when they are shocked. Scream. Hya! Sasuke covered his mouth. So are you learning your lesson? Said Makoto as she came through the bathroom door. Learning my lesson? You mean this is my punishment? Sasuke screamed. Yep. You hurt that girl's feelings now, you'll understand how they feel. Makoto said. What are you talking about? You just dressed me up as a girl. I'll just take everything off and go back to my boy self. Sasuke said, freaking out. Oh, Sasuke-chan, you got it wrong. I put a semi-physical genjutsu on you. Right now you are a real girl. Makoto said, smiling with sparkles coming out of her. Sasuke was shocked and started to panic. Get this genjutsu off, Sasuke yelled. The genjutsu will wear off in 3 weeks. Makoto said with a victory smirk. Sasuke was shocked even more and on his knees and started to cry. Which surprised him, since he never cried before. Makoto on the other hand thought it was cute. And was thinking all the mother-daughter activities they could do for 3 weeks. Itachi came hearing the scream. Once he got there he saw a crying girl and his mother with a victory smirk. Once he saw her smirk he left not wanting to even question what happened. While with Makoto, although she was happy with her victory she was feeling bad that her now new daughter was crying. So she kneeled down and calmed her down. When Sasuke stopped crying, he glared at his mother. Why would you do this? Sasuke asked, still glaring at her. Well, to make you understand what girls have to go through every day. Makoto said. But still, couldn't you just give me a lecture about it? Sasuke said. Then you would just do everything all over again. This way you will get to learn how to be a girl, and how girls feel, but by the end of it you will be respecting them. Makoto said. Sasuke was about to counter until Makoto said, Sasuke, no matter what, this is your punishment for hurting that little girl. Sasuke knew that he couldn't win, so he accepted his fate. Okay, but how am I supposed to be a girl? When I was a boy my whole life, Sasuke asked. Makoto smiled at her daughter. Well, don't worry, I'll teach you from girl mannerism to thinking like a girl. In 3 weeks you will be seeing girls in a new light, Sayuri Masumi, Makoto said. Flashback end. That's where I got my name from. Sayuri said. Naruto understood and was glad for that moment. He didn't have any parents, so he didn't have to go through torture like that. But one part confused him. How do I play a role in that? Naruto asked. Oh, that's right. I forgot. He, Sayuri said. Naruto face faulted and shouted, how can you forget? You're the one that's telling the story. Sayuri started to cry. I'm sorry, please don't yell, Sayuri said, weeping. Naruto started to panic since he doesn't like any girl crying, even if said girl used to be an emo bastard. Don't cry. Sorry, I take it back, Naruto said in a panic. Okay, on with the story, Sayuri said in a cheerful tone, and Naruto face faulted again. Uno, Naruto-kun, are you okay? Sayuri said in cute voice. Yeah, just slipped. Just continue, Naruto said. Okay, so I started liking you before 1 week my punishment was about be over, Sayuri said. Flashback. It was a week before the end day and Sayuri was in the park playing the sandbox. Making a sand castle. Sayuri's mother Makoto wasn't there that day because she was busy with clan matters. So Sayuri had the whole day to herself. When she finished her sand castle she was proud of it. She named it Uchiha Palace. She went to the wash up in the bathroom. And yes, she used the female one. When she came back she saw some boys destroying her Uchiha Palace. She ran over and told them to stop it. The boys just laughed and said that only weaklings make sand castle and play in the playground and other things that hurt her feelings. Was this how that girl felt when I made fun of her? Sayuri thought. The boy then grabbed her dress and was ripping it. Sayuri was screaming for help. But then suddenly the boy landed on the ground. Sayuri looked to see her savior and saw a blonde-haired boy with whisker marks and thought, kawaii. Leave her alone, you dumbass, the blonde savior said. Or what? Huh? And who are you, punk? The boy that was on the ground said while getting up. I'm Uzumaki Naruto, the next Hokage Databao. The now known as Naruto said. But then the boy on right said, hey, isn't that the demon our parents told us not get near? The other boy agreed and then ran screaming. The ring leader saw that his subordinates leave and left as well. Sayuri looked at Naruto and saw that he was sad. But then their eyes met and Sayuri had pink tint on her cheeks. Naruto then gave her his hand, which she took but blushing like crazy. Are you alright? Naruto said. Hi arigato, Sayuri said stuttering. But then Makoto called and both Sayuri and Naruto saw that Makoto coming to them. Naruto left knowing what she would do to him. Makoto came and said, are you okay, Masumi? Hi Ka-san. It was thanks to Naruto-kun. Sayuri was pointing to Naruto only to realize that he was gone. Sayuri was looking for her knight everywhere. Makoto was giggling at her daughter's reaction. But knew what was going on, and when he left, she was thinking back when she arrived she saw how that civilian brat was doing to her daughter. Looks like I have to complain to those bastards, and she was looking for Naruto to thank him but he ran away before she could. Seriously, I used to be in Anbu and he just disappeared without a trace, how'd he do that? Makoto thought, but was broken out of it when she heard her daughter call her Ka-san. Where is Naruto-kun? Makoto had nothing against Naruto and she was one of the people who wanted to adopt Naruto, but because of her husband who has 50 meters stick up his ass she couldn't. I don't know, Masumi, Makoto said and saw the sadness in her face, but if you see him again please tell him thank you for me and ask him to come to our house for dinner, okay? Makoto said with a smile. This got Sayuri happy and she agreed with her mother with a nod. Flashback end. And I was looking for you during the week and I guess I kind of fell in love. Sayuri said. Naruto knows the origin of her feelings or him. Another question came, was that the only time you were a girl? Naruto asked. Nope, when San and Itachi ni went on mission together, which was a lot before the massacre. Me and Ka-san would have our mother-daughter time and even then I still looked for you. But you were nowhere to be found. However, there was this one time in the ramen stand I found you, but when I was coming to talk to you ran away. Sayuri said. Okay. Naruto said, still trying to absorb the information. But still, Sayuri, I think that you're Sasuke. Naruto said even if she had a legit reason he could see anything else. Sayuri was said that the man she loves doesn't see her anything but that idiotic suicide emo. But she didn't give up, so she did something that shocked Naruto again. She grabbed Naruto's hand and put them on her heart and said, would Sasuke do this? Naruto was blushing. Then Sayuri put her other hand and cupped his face, would Sasuke do this? Sayuri said and Naruto was shaking his head furiously in gesturing no. No, so don't see me as Sasuke anymore. I am Sayuri, the girl who you saved, the girl who fell in love with you and the girl who wants to spend her entire life with you. Sayuri said, and to prove all her points she kissed him, but this time was different than the kiss after she transformed. This one had more passion and Naruto was also kissing him. However, unknown to them, a certain pink and blonde-haired banshee were watching this and were getting pissed. Naruto, you will die so that Sasuke can be himself again. That day was the day Naruto's life has changed. Somewhere else, a Cartane clan head told her daughter about Naruto and Sayuri relationship and said daughter had one thing in her mind, Naruto-kun is mine. No one but me is allowed to marry him. Uchiha compound. Both Naruto and Sasuke stopped kissing and shivered like people were going to kill them. They ignored it and went back to kissing, but this time they added their tongues into it. It was a sunny day in Konoha. People were selling flour, fresh fruits, clothes and ramen. At Ichiraku ramen stands, we see Naruto happily eating ramen. Why he's happy? Well, because he finally got one of his dream completed. He finally got a girlfriend and she wasn't one of his clones disguised as a girl. That's right, he and Sayuri are dating. Everything was great, especially since he thought the fangirls were going to come after him and kill him, but he thought they gave up their crush on Sayuri. Oh, how wrong he was. Somewhere. Hey, so we do this and that and we can get rid of him, ha 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 ha, people said in a dark place. Back to Ichiraku's. So Naruto-kun, why are you so happy today? Ayame the ramen waitress said. Naruto stopped eating and blushed. Ayame saw this and smiled at her little brother, knowing the fact that he has a girlfriend, fiancé. Naruto was about to reply but was interrupted when someone said his name. Hey Naru-kun. Sayuri said, smiling. Hey Sayuri-chan, what are you doing here? Naruto asked, knowing the fact that his girlfriend did not like ramen and did not like to go anywhere near it unless there was nothing to eat. But apparently the only reason she doesn't like ramen is because there was no tomato-flavored ramen. Still smiling at her boyfriend, fiancé answered his question. I just came back from my kunoichi training from Kurenai-sensei's, Sayuri said. Oh, how was it? Naruto asked. It was good, and I learned new things that shinobis can't do, Sayuri replied, smiling. Naruto was blushing at Sayuri's smile. It was cute. He couldn't resist. He just wanted to kiss her, which was odd for him because this is the first he felt this way. And it only happened when he either thinks about Sayuri, talks about Sayuri, or is with Sayuri. So Naru-kun, what do you want to do today? Sayuri asked, breaking Naruto of his thoughts. Naruto was thinking about what to do. The whole couple thing is new to him, so he doesn't know what to do. What do you want to do? Naruto asked nervously. Sayuri knew that Naruto didn't know anything about dating. And neither did she. After all, they just became a couple for 5 days and they barely saw each other. Since she went to Kurenai for her kunoichi training in Naruto, well, he just did something either at Ichiraku's or at his house. Now that I think about it, I don't know where he lives. Sayuri thought. Naruto was looking at Sayuri, who was looking at him like she was in deep thought. Sayuri-chan, what do you want to do? Naruto asked. Sayuri, who was broken out of her thoughts, looked at her boyfriend and said, let's go to your house. 'Cause I never been there. Naruto looked at Sayuri with a panic look. Oh no, she's going to find out. Naruto thought. Ha ha ha, let's not go, it is far away and I don't want to tire you out any more than you are. Naruto said with a nervous and panicky voice. Sayuri caught this, which made her more interested to go. Nope, let's go, I want to see where you live. And besides, you know where I live, it's only fair that I know where my fiancé lives, Sayuri said, grabbing Naruto's hand and going to his house. Sayuri-chan, Naruto said. Sayuri looked at Naruto and had an irritated look. Look Naruto, I'm not going to take any no, okay we're going and that's final. Sayuri said with huff, which made her cute to Naruto. Yeah, I figured, but if you want to go to my house, it's the opposite way. Naruto said with an impassive expression, pointing the opposite way from where they were going. Sayuri looked at Naruto and blushed at her mistake. She then scrambled and went in the direction Naruto had pointed. They said their farewells to the Ichiraku family and went to Naruto's while missing the perverted grin on Ayame's face. Naruto and Sayuri were walking to Naruto's house, being glared at and hearing whispers behind their back. Most of them were about how Naruto was dating the Uchiha and whatnot, or others were talking about some demon curse. Sayuri didn't care, all she cared was that she was going to be Naruto and no one can break them apart. When she looked at Naruto's face, though, her expression changed to a frown. Naruto was getting hurt by their comments and glares. She looked at the civilians and glared at them and shouted, "Shut the hell up, if you have something to say then say it to my face, you bastards." She then quickened her pace and went to her original objective while dragging Naruto. "Thank you," was what Sayuri heard from her boyfriend. "Huh, what for?" Sayuri said, confused. Naruto looked at her with his sky blue eyes and said, "For defending me. You're first one from our age group to ever do that," Naruto said. Sayuri was happy and embarrassed. "Well, I'm supposed to do that. After all, I am your girlfriend," Sayuri said while looking at Naruto. Naruto had a soft gaze and said, "Yeah," while smiling. Naruto's house. They had finally reached Naruto's house. It was busted up and looked like it was about to break. "This is where you live," Sayuri said. "Yeah, I know it's nothing like the Uchiha compound, but at least it has the same functions, right?" Naruto said. "Yeah, I guess it does," Sayuri said without looking away from the apartment. "Anyway, can you stay out for while I check something?" Naruto said as he went inside his apartment. Inside Naruto's apartment there were ramen cups and garbage everywhere. "Alright. Kage Bunshin no Jutsu." 20 Narutos popped up in smoke and they saluted the original Naruto. "Alright guys, clean this up fast, got it." The clones nodded their head and point everything in the garbage bag. It took 5 minutes before they finished and popped out of existence. Naruto opened the door and told Sayuri to come in. Sayuri looked at the place. Although there were places that had cracks, it was clean, especially for boy, excluding her old form since she always acted like a girl due to her mother. She then looked at Naruto and said with a smiling face, "You don't have to hide it from me. I know guys hide their porn in their closet or under their bed, so if I told you that I did have porn, what would you do?" Naruto asked Sayuri with an impassive face. "I'd look for it, of course," Sayuri said with a cheerful voice. From Photo Kano, ha ha ha, it was hilarious. Naruto signed, "Wait here while I get some tea for you." Naruto was about to pass to the threshold of his door and was about to say something until he saw Sayuri looking under his bed. "Don't look around." Sayuri jerked up and was smiling childishly. "Just sit down patiently while I get the tea," Naruto said while leaving the room. Naruto was in the kitchen and poured tea in 2 glasses. He was glad that he had tea, or he had no idea what he would have done. When he came back to his room, he saw Sayuri with his orange book he stole from Kakashi. "What are you doing?" Naruto shouted, panicking. "Well, I was looking around and I found this and I was interested what was inside it since Kakashi-sensei always reads it and I can see why he enjoys it," Sayuri said with a grin. "And I can't believe you have this," Sayuri said with a disgusted look. Naruto was panicking. "Why, you got it wrong. That's Kakashi-sensei's. I just stole his copy so I could use it to see his face." "Yeah, that. I was planning to use it as a bargaining tool to see Kakashi-sensei's face." "Really now? What makes you think you could see his face with this?" Sayuri said with venom. She knows all about the forbidden orange book from Kurenai-sensei. She said that it was vile and that it should be destroyed. Now she finds that her boyfriend, fiancé, was read this vile book and was getting angry. Well, Iruka-sensei said that Kakashi-sensei loves those books and said if I held them hostage Kakashi-sensei would do anything, Naruto said, laughing while rubbing the back of his head. Sayuri squinted her eyes. "So you weren't reading it?" Sayuri said. "Nope, I don't understand what they were talking about, like what was that about 69 and that other thing they said. I have no clue what they were talking about," Naruto said, innocently confused. Sayuri looked at Naruto and knew that he was confused, but why was he panicking in the first place? "Okay, I believe you, but why were you panicking in the beginning?" Sayuri asked. Naruto was chuckling while using a finger to scratch his cheeks. "Haha, well, you see, I thought that you were going to tell Kakashi-sensei that I took it and he would probably punish me for it." Sayuri was smiling at her boyfriend and then something caught her attention. "So did you see it?" Sayuri asked. "See what?" Naruto asked, confused. "You know Kakashi-sensei's face?" Sayuri said, curious. "Oh no, I didn't. Apparently I need to get all of his series to make him do what I want and it was already hard to get one copy," Naruto said with a huff. She was depressed. She really wanted to know what Kakashi looked like under his mask, but was happy that he found his weakness. She was laughing inwardly at the prospect of not only beating Kakashi but to get rid of those vile books. "Ha ha ha ha, I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Don't worry, Kurenai-sensei, the girls will be liberated from those perverted books," Sayuri thought. Far away, Kakashi was shivering and was holding his book for his dear life, which by the way also made him lose a bet with Guy. And for some reason the real Kunoichis felt relieved and had one thought go through their head: someone will liberate us. Now, current time. Sayuri and Naruto were talking about all sorts of stuff like training and new techniques they want to learn. Well, mostly Naruto. Sayuri was getting upset because Naruto is seeing her as a boy and not a girl. She didn't mind that he was talking about training, but coming back from said training she wants to at least do what couples do. And she did learn many things from Kurenai-sensei. She suddenly did something that shocked Naruto and made him lose grip of his glass of tea. She pushed him down and was looking at Naruto's eyes. Naruto was blushing up a storm. Is she going to kiss me? Naruto thought, more like hoping, since he really liked to be kissed by Sayuri. You know, Naruto, I really don't want to talk about training or any ninja stuff when we are at home or outside of our team meetings. Sayuri said. Well, what do you want to talk about then? Naruto said, stuttering. Well, we are a couple now and I want to do what couples usually do, like hold hands, go on dates, blushing, and maybe a kiss from now and then, she said, blushing up a storm. Slowly they brought their faces closer. Their faces were inches away from each other. They were about to kiss until the doorbell rang. They ignored, but the doorbell rang once again. With a sign of annoyance they pulled apart. Naruto went to check who it was. When he opened the door he saw Kiba smiling like the dog he is. Yo Naruto, I heard there's a crazy girl following you, Kiba said. Naruto looked at Kiba, pissed that this idiot dog disturbed them when he and Sayuri was about to kiss. Naruto was about to say something when Sayuri came to the door. Who is it, Naru-kun? Sayuri said. Then she saw Kiba. This bastard. Why him of all people? Sayuri was raging in her mind. Kiba had a reputation of being a second Jiraiya in the Real Kunoichi Association group. Kiba saw her and whistled. Hey there, why don't you leave dead last over here and come be mi by? But Kiba was never able to finish his sentence because Naruto had punched him so hard in face that his nose broke and shouted, keep your f***ing perverted thoughts to yourself. This is my girlfriend, and if you even talk to her like that again I will make sure you don't get something worse than a broken nose, got it? Naruto said the last part in a demonic manner. Kiba could only hold his nose and nod his head. Kiba then ran away to the hospital to get his nose fixed. Sayuri, on the other hand, was turned on by his demonic voice. She then gave Naruto a quick peck and ran blushing to her house. Naruto was also blushing and went inside his house shouting, Yahoo! And jumping around his house. They had only one thought, this is what love is. However, unknown to them, a certain Hyuga was watching them with her Byakugan fully activated. That bitch Naruto-kun is mine and no one else's. Secret hideout underneath the Ninja Academy. So girls, you know what to do, right? Yes, Commander. Eliminate Naruto Uzumaki. That's right, that demon had the nerve to brainwash Sasuke-kun. We will liberate Sasuke-kun from the demon's curse. Yes, ma'am. All hail Sasuke-kun. All hail Sasuke-kun. All hail Sasuke-kun. It's been a month since Naruto and Sayuri have been dating. Everything was great for them. For Sayuri, the fangirls haven't been annoying her and they were depressed each time she sees them, especially Sakura and Ino. But to her ire, she has fanboys following her. But she didn't care. Naruto always beats the crap out of them when he gets the chance. She also became a kunoichi, and I mean a real kunoichi that knows what the difference between normal life and ninja life. Her training with Kurenai was complete and she was given a membership to the Real Kunoichi Association, where she introduced the topic of Naruto. Which, by the way, got him on the bingo book for women, as AC rank later changed to a rank tying with Kakashi. Her relationship with Naruto was good as well. They went on dates and they kissed now and then. For Naruto, his life was great. He has a girlfriend finally. And he had gained respect from many people. Mostly kunoichis, not the fangirls. They even flirt with him, but Sayuri yells at them. He was slowly turning Sayuri into a ramen addict, mostly because of the news that she is dating the demon. She has no choice but to eat at the ramen stand. He's also been getting into fights every day because of his girlfriend's fanboy club. Not only that, Sayuri seems to disappear from time to time. When he asked where she went, she said in quotes, "Women paradise." Which confused him even more. Right now Naruto and Sayuri are coming out of the training ground 7 from their beatdown from Kakashi. It was 2 against 1 and Kakashi still didn't take them seriously. He was reading his porn while fighting those two. Man, why can't he take us seriously for once and not read that orange book all the time? And I still don't understand the contents of those books. Naruto whined. Sayuri, on the other hand, was blushing that he didn't understand any of the sexual activities in those books. He even came to her house just to ask what the characters were doing from one of the pages in the orange book that he stole from Kakashi. That day she was blushing so much she fainted and Naruto had to take her to the hospital. Hey Sayuri-chan, what do you think happened to Sakura? She hasn't come to any of the team meetings lately. Naruto asked. It was true, Sakura hasn't been coming to any of the past team meetings or any of the D-rank missions. From what Kakashi-sensei said, she may have trauma from Sayuri's transformation and her relationship with Naruto. Who knows what that Banshee is doing? Probably planning something to get revenge or something. How right she was. Naruto nodded in agreement. Ever since Sayuri came, all the fangirls of Sasuke have been looking at him with a murderous eyes, even Ino. So now he can't buy flowers for Sayuri unless either her mother or father is the one attending the store. This is usually never. Sayuri was looking at Naruto and was thinking how he had become manlier and other stuff. Her gaze then turned to his lips, which reminded her of their kisses. She was blushing from that thought. Naruto noticed but didn't know the meaning. He thought she had a fever. Uno, Sayuri-chan, do you have a fever? Naruto asks as he puts his forehead on her forehead, checking her temperature. Sayuri was in full blush mode. Baka. I can't believe after a month of going out he still doesn't know the difference between a blush and a fever. Sayuri thought. No, Naruto-kun, it's just hot outside and after training the heat kinda gets to you. You know what I mean, right? Sayuri asked. Naruto looked confused, but he did know what she meant after he was sweating bullets. I guess you're right, but where can we go? My place has no fans and I don't think Neon is going to let me in their shops for some cooling, and Ichiraku is closed since they ran out of materials. Naruto said. Where else do you think? Baka, my house, of course. I have lots of fans and you have some of your clothes there so you can use the showers as well, Sari said, a bit agitated that he forgot about her house. Or their house now. Yosh, let's go, he said as he grabbed Sayuri's hand and ran to her house. Unknown to them, two people were watching them. One from the bushes and one from behind the tree. The two mysterious people were seething at the sight and were thinking of killing Naruto. Sayuri. You know who they are. Hokage's office. At the Hokage's office, the Hokage was doing what he does best, reading porn. He was neglecting his pile of paperwork that had been increasing for something now. He gave a perverted giggling. So good, Suki-chan, that's my girl, Hiruzen thought while reading Icha. But was interrupted from the good part when Hiashi Hyuga, Sayaki Haruno, and Kaharu. The Hokage looked at his guests and put his book away. How may help you? Hiashi, Sayaki and Kaharu. Hiruzen said, already knowing what they came to complain about. We came here to talk about the engagement between Naruto Uzumaki and Sasuke Uchiha. Kaharu said. Yeah, the pink Banshee leader said. And Hiashi nodded. Hiruzen signed and replied, if you haven't gone deaf then I will repeat, there is nothing you can do to break it apart, and even if you did you will only make the village lose two valuable ninjas and strong Kekkei Genkais. Hiashi being an idiot, that is why they should be put in the CRA, so that the bloodline can survive. And we need to do something to return Sasuke-sama to his former self, Sayaki screeched. Kaharu nodded in agreement. Hiruzen was thinking of many ways to kill them and places to hide their bodies. Nobody would notice, right? But he remembered their positions. Kaharu, one of the three village elders, Sayaki, the one who practically owns all of the civilian stores in Konoha, and Hiashi, the clan head of the Hyuga clan. Why must they have important roles? If they didn't I would have killed them the moment they walked in, Hiruzen thought. He then broke himself out of his thoughts and looked at the irritating people. And what exactly do you want me to do? Hiruzen asked, irritation evident in his voice. We want you to break the engagement, Kaharu said. Well, I can't do that, it is the Uzumaki clan's rule. And last I recall that the clan matters is out of the council's or even the Hokage's hands, so it is Sayuri Uchiha's and Naruto Uzumaki's decision if they wish to follow the engagement. Hiruzen said. This irritated Hiashi. Just do this, Sarutobi. This is good for the whole village. Hiruzen looked at Hiashi ready to kill him. I am the Hokage Hyuga. If you so badly wish to interfere with clan matters, then you will face the death penalty. This shut everyone up, and well, almost everyone. Sayaki was getting pissed that the Hokage isn't going to do anything about Sasuke. Why are you letting that demon control Sasuke-sama? Sayaki shouted. Hiruzen was not pleased. He looked at Sayaki. Haruno, I recommend that you lower your voice and stop calling my surrogate grandson a demon if you know what's good for you. This matter has nothing to do with civilians. And I do mean it when I say that, or else your daughter will be an orphan. Do I make myself clear? The group did not speak. I said, do I make myself clear? Hi. The group shouted. And on that note, the only one involved in the Uchiha and Uzumaki case is Danzo, Homura, and I myself. Kaharu looked at the Hokage with surprise and anger. Why am I not in the case? The Hokage looked at Kaharu with disgusted eyes. He was about to say something until Homura entered the room and interrupted him. It's because all you want is power and what is good for the village. Homura said. What are you talking about? I always think about the good of the village. Kaharu said, with Sayaki agreeing. Really now, because all you think about is the death of Naruto-kun and reviving the Uchiha clan. Homura countered. Isn't that what's good for the village? If not, then I do not see why you are complaining. Kaharu said, with both Sayaki and Hiashi agreeing this time. Homura signed and looked at Kaharu. You really don't understand, do you? What would you think would happen if Naruto Uzumaki or Sayuri Uchiha were to hate this village with all the things you scum have been doing to them? Homura asked his former teammate. Why would Sasuke-sama hate this village? Konoha is the strongest village in the elemental nation. Sayaki said, stating her opinion. And do you know the reason why Konoha is strongest in elemental nations? Homura asked. It's because of the Hyugas and the Byakugan and the ninjas that bring great name to the village. Hiashi said, Sayaki and Kaharu agreeing. Homura and Hiruzen looked at them with disgust. Wrong. The reason we are strong is because Naruto Uzumaki is the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi no Yoko, and Sayuri Uchiha, the last Uchiha in the village, is loyal to us. If they start hating Konoha, the village will not only lose two great shinobis, but Konoha will be at war with the other nations. Naruto Uzumaki is the only one preventing that, and Sayuri Uchiha is preventing Itachi Uchiha to come and kill us. Do you understand now? If you don't stop what you're doing, then it is the end of Konoha as we know it. Sayaki looked at Homura like he grew a second head. That's not possible, the demon brat, but she was never able to finish because Hiruzen interrupted her. Get out now. You can't. Get out or you will be dealt with punishment. Hiruzen, you can't. That's Hokage-sama to you and Hiashi. If you and your group don't leave, the Hyuga clan will lose half of its clan money. Hiashi fearing this left. Kaharu knew that her old teammate was serious left while dragging the Haruno Banshee leader with her. Once they left, Hiruzen plopped on his chair and signed in annoyance and stress. Tough day, huh? Homura said. You have no idea, Hiruzen countered. Homura looked at the Hokage. So what are we going to do with Naruto-kun and Sayuri-chan? If things go like this, there will be a civil war in Konoha, and I'd seriously fight the Kyuubi and die than be involved in that. Same here, old friend, same here. It was a good and sunny day for Sayuri, or she thought she and Naruto were walking to training ground 7 holding hand. They had to go to the training ground early because apparently Kakashi had something to say to them. When Sayuri and Naruto reached the training ground, they were both shocked. They saw Team 8, Team 10, and Sakura. Sakura and Ino looked at Naruto like they wanted to kill him. Sayuri noticed this and thought, if those useless fangirls do anything to my Naruto-kun, I swear they will be seeing Guy-sensei naked. Naruto, on the other hand, was shivering. He was unhappy that he had to face fangirls now, which he wasn't prepared to do. He was scared. Sayuri noticed the frightened look on her boyfriend and held his hand tighter. Hinata noticed this and gave a scowl. Everything was in an awkward silence. But Kiba soon broke it. Here comes a hottie with a body aho aho. Kiba shouted perversely. Within a yellow flash, Kiba was down with a broken jaw by Naruto. The Chunin senseis that were hiding in the trees were shocked and assumed Naruto somehow learned the Yondaime Hokage's technique. Sayuri on the other hand had hearts coming out of her, as did Hinata, but it turned to a scowl glaring at Sayuri. Sakura and Ino was glaring at Naruto. By now the senseis interfered. Naruto was still glaring at Kiba. Cough, all right kids, the reason we told you to come here is because we all decided to enter you guys in the Chunin exam that is happening next week. Kakashi said. Woohoo, finally I can prove I am the best. Kiba shouted. Kiba, do not get ahead of yourself, it is only the Chunin exam equals, not Anbu exam, and besides how can you be the best if you cannot even defeat me? Shino stated. While everyone except Kakashi, Kurenai, Asuma, Hinata, Kiba and Shikamaru were shocked that Shino spoke that many words. Yeah, well, in this exam I'll kick your ass. Troublesome, Shikamaru thought. Munch munch, Choji thought. Dog brat, shut up, Hinata thought. The demon is going to die, Sakura and Ino both thought. I wonder what I'll have for dinner. Naruto thought. I wonder which outfit I should wear I go to Naru-kun's house today. The one that covers my body or the one that reveals most of my body? These are the questions that haunt me. Sayuri thought. That bastard bug, I'm going to beat him, beat Naruto in the Chunin exam and make Sayuri mine. Buzz buzz, Shino thought. Oh Mitsuki, you naughty girl. Porn, Kakashi shouted in his thought. Kurenai is so sexy, Asuma thought. I need to step up Hinata's training so she can survive in this Chunin exam. Especially against Sayuri. And somebody for the love of God get that porn out off my sight. Kurenai thought. Anyway, here's the information on the Chunin exam if you want to learn more and make a decision if you want to get in before next week. Kakashi said while giving paper to the kids. And with that, my team come with me so we can start training, Kurenai said. Same with my team, Asuma said. When the other teams left, Team 7 was looking at their sensei, well, only Naruto and Sayuri. Sakura was glaring at Naruto. Naruto was feeling uncomfortable by this and looked at Sakura and was scared, then looked at Sayuri, who did not realize the atmosphere and held on to his arms like she always did. He could feel her breasts on his arm and was getting aroused. But he didn't know what that feeling was, he just felt funny, especially in his stomach. Alright team, start doing 50. Naruto and Sayuri and Sakura do 70 inches, Kakashi said while reading porn. Why do I have to do more? Sakura shouted. Because you haven't shown up to team meetings for a long time, this will be your punishment for the week. Kakashi stated plainly. Kakashi looked at his team. Well, what are you waiting for? Start or I'll increase the laps. With that, the team started to run. Naruto was ahead of everyone else. Sayuri was second, trying to catch up with Naruto. Sakura was the last one. Sayuri was thinking what she was going to do to her Naruto after training. Sakura was thinking of ways to kill Naruto. Once the demon is killed, then Sasuke-kun will return. Sakura thought. 3 hours later, Team 7 had just finished all their training. Kakashi gave them an eye smile and told them to go home and rest and to come tomorrow at 7 a.m. for more training. And he then shunsoned away to God knows where. Naruto and Sayuri were leaving the training ground. Naruto put his left arm over Sayuri's shoulders, which told people that she was his and only his. Sayuri was smiling, loving her boyfriend's warmth and possessiveness. For them everything was bliss until a certain banshee ruined it. Naruto baka, take your hands off Sasuke-kun. The pink banshee shouted. Naruto on the other hand had an impassive face while Sayuri was trembling with rage. Sasuke. Where? I don't see him, Naruto said. He's right there, Sakura said, pointing at Sayuri. Naruto looks at Sayuri. Where? All I see is a sweet and hot girl, Naruto said with a questioning face. Sayuri stopped her trembling and was blushing. He called me hot and sweet and hot, Sayuri thought. Sakura saw the blush on Sayuri's face and was getting pissed that Naruto was changing her, Sasuke, and brainwashing him. Demon, get away from my Sasuke-kun, Sakura shouted. Naruto was going to say something but was interrupted by his girlfriend. Shut up. You bitch. Don't call my fiancé a demon. Sayuri shouted. Sakura was taken aback by this. But her resolve didn't waver. How can you side with demon? Don't you see Sasuke-kun that the demon is brainwashing you into falling in love with him? He just wants to have your power, that's all. So please come back to me. Sakura stated. Sayuri by now was planning on using her Sharingan and put an illusion that put Sakura in a coma for a very long time. Listen here you bitch, I have just about enough of you bastard fangirls and bastard villagers calling my Naru a demon. You should be thanking him. He's protecting this village from being destroyed. What do? You insult him, try to kill him for what? For protecting your pathetic lives. If Naruto wants my powers, he can have them. All I need from is his love, nothing more. Let's go Naruto-kun. Sayuri shouted as she grabs Naruto's hand and leaves the training ground. Sakura was left behind in training ground 7. Sayuri was practically dragging Naruto. She was going as fast as she could while dragging Naruto. She was pissed that Sakura said all those stuff about her Naruto. She could care less if she insulted her, but when you insult her boyfriend, you going to get it. That bitch called a Naruto a demon. He should be considered a hero, but no, he was forced to protect these bastards' life while sacrificing his own. She looks around and sees all the glares that the people were giving Naruto. These bastards. She then looks at the Hokage monument and sees the 4th Hokage's face. Dumbass Yondaime ruining the life of a child just to protect these demons you call people. Sayuri thought, starting to hate the so-called greatest ninja in the world. Sayuri-chan, where are we going? Naruto asked. Sayuri stopped and looks around their surroundings. They were in the graveyard. But Sayuri was too pissed to be embarrassed. She then looked at Naruto. He looked carefree, especially after what Sakura said. Looks like we went in the wrong direction again. Haha. Naruto said, chuckling while scratching the back of his head with his right hand. How can you be so carefree? Sayuri shouted. Naruto stopped and put his hand down and looked at Sayuri confused. What do you mean? What I mean is, why did you let Sakura call you a demon? Why didn't you do anything? You could have punched her or something. So why? Sayuri at this point started to cry. Why don't you do something to protect yourself? Sayuri said while crying. I know total OOC, but hey, don't feel like you want to cry when you are in front of your girlfriend or boyfriend. I think at least I wouldn't know, never had one forever alone. Breaks down crying. Naruto looks at the crying girl. Well, I guess I got used to being called a demon. It's not like I can do anything right now to change their views on me. I mean, they did lose precious people to the fox, and since it's sealed in me, all I can do is shoulder their hate. Sayuri looked at him. But you're the hero. People should worship the ground you walk in. They should be throwing themselves at you, Sayuri said. Well, if that happened, I would be a spoiled kid now, wouldn't I? Just look at Sasuke, he was a spoiled kid just because he was part of the Uchiha clan. And I doubt that if people saw me as some kind of hero, you wouldn't have fallen in love with me. And besides, if I was in their place, I probably would have done the same. Considering that Sasuke and Sayuri are two separate people. Sayuri looked at Naruto, still crying. The smile on his face looked calm and cute, but if you looked closely, you could see sadness in the smile. That smile. He had the same smile when he told me he was the Kyuubi Jinchuriki. Sayuri thought. Flashback. Sayuri was walking to Naruto's house from Ichiraku's. The reason she was at Ichiraku without Naruto is because most of the shops either banned her, kicked her out before she could even get in, or overpriced her. She then found out the reason they did that. It was because she was dating Naruto. She received the same punishment he did. Getting glares and having to listen to whispers behind her back. But she had no idea why they hated Naruto. But she didn't care. Once Naru-kun becomes Hokage, they'll be sorry they ever treated him and me like that. But at least Ichiraku has tomato ramen, Sayuri thought. While she was walking to Naruto house, lots of people were glaring at her. And she could even hear whispering. If she concentrated, she could hear what they were talking about. Sasuke-sama is cursed by the demon. No, What if he is a demon lover and just turned into a woman to please the demon? She was pissed at the first comment. She hated being called Sasuke, but she couldn't disagree with the second one. She did become a woman to please Naruto, but she was not being controlled to do it. She wanted to beat them up, but since she was a ninja she can't hurt the civilians. But her torment was over as she was a few miles away from Naruto's apartment. She ran so she could see Naruto. While running she could still hear the whispers from the civilians. If he falls in love with the demon, how is he going to get revenge on Itachi? That comment made her stop running. She herself forgot about taking revenge on Itachi. She was so concerned about her and Naruto that she forgot about her brother and what he did to the clan and what he did to her. Yes, she gave up on her revenge, but that didn't mean she didn't want to go and find him and bring justice for killing an entire clan. But then the next comment completely threw her off guard. Don't worry, once Itachi comes back and finds out what he did to his little brother, he will kill the demon and Sasuke-sama will be back to normal. A random civilian said. This made Sayuri stop completely. Making her think of Itachi coming back, but not to kill her, no, coming back to kill Naruto. Her Naruto. She could no longer hold back her tears. She didn't want Naruto to die. He was the only thing she has left. So she ran really fast to Naruto. To see if he was okay. When she reached his door she knocked really hard. The door probably would have broken if Naruto didn't open the door. Naruto opened while holding a cup of ramen and saw a semi-crying Sayuri. Sayuri-chan, what are you doing here this late? Naruto asked. Sayuri did what normal people would do when they cry. Tackle someone. Lucky for Naruto, he was shocked and confused as to why Sayuri was crying, so he decides to speak what was on his mind. Nay Sayuri-chan, why are you crying? Naruto asked. It was a few seconds of sobs and sniffs until Sayuri answered Naruto. I'm glad you're okay. Naruto was even more confused. What are you talking about? Of course I am. Sayuri wiped the tears away. I just thought Itachi came and tried to kill you. Don't worry, some of the villagers were gossiping and I took it too seriously. Sorry, Sayuri said. Who's Itachi? And why would this Itachi try to kill me? Naruto asked innocently. Sayuri looked at Naruto like he had grown a second head. He doesn't know who Itachi is. Who doesn't know Itachi? Sayuri signed and started explaining how Itachi was her older brother, how he became a genin when he's 7 and he became Anbu captain at 13. And last but not least, how Itachi massacred the Uchiha clan just to test himself. Naruto by this point was impressed. And he wanted to be stronger than Itachi. But became pissed that Itachi killed his family just as a way to test his skills. Okay, I now know who Itachi is, but why would he come after me? Not like I did anything to piss him off. Naruto stated. Well, since you're really special to me, I just thought he would take you away from me like he did to my family. She said, tears ready to flow down. Naruto looked at Sayuri. He didn't know what it's like to lose something or someone, considering he never had anything to begin with. Alright Uzumaki, let's not go there. But he understood, knowing that if Sayuri or anyone precious like the Hokage or Ichiraku were gone, then he would go crazy. So he hugged Sayuri. Sayuri felt safer when she hugged Naruto, like there was nothing that could harm her if she stayed with him. Sayuri was in bliss. Naruto on the other hand was contemplating whether to tell her his secret. Maybe I mean she did tell me her secret and maybe she wouldn't care if was a Jinchuriki. Naruto signed he was going to take the chance, and besides I'm going to have to tell her sooner or later. Might as well tell her now. Sayuri, there's something I need to tell you. Naruto said, breaking Sayuri out of her bliss. Sayuri was worried he didn't use the chan in her name, which meant something important is going to happen. Oh no, he's going to break up with me. Damn, I shouldn't have told him about my clan. Sayuri thought, panicking. Oh okay, Sayuri managed to say. Naruto saw Sayuri trembling. Let's go inside so we can talk in where it's hot, okay? Naruto said. Sayuri nodded. When they finally sat down, Naruto brought tea so they could start off calm. So Sayuri, I have to tell you something and it's really important. Naruto started. Sayuri was scared. She didn't want to break up, not now, not ever. You see, the reason is Please don't break up with me. Sayuri blurted out and started to cry. Naruto was taken aback by the comment. Huh? Naruto managed to say, confused as to why she thought he was going break up with her. Please, I'll change. Just tell what you don't like and I'll change. So please don't leave me. Sayuri shouted. I'm not going to break up with you. Naruto said loud enough so that Sayuri could hear. You're not? Sayuri asked, still crying. Hell no. What kind of an idiot would dump a perfect girl like you? Naruto said. Sayuri was happy but confused. Then what is the reason you were so serious? She asked. I was going to tell you before you interrupted me. Why people hate me, Naruto said. Oh, Sayuri said with on her mouth. Well, do you know about the Kyuubi? Naruto asked. Sayuri nodded. Well, yeah, we learned in the academy that the Kyuubi came and attacked us randomly and the fourth Hokage defeated him. Sayuri said, confused as to why the Kyuubi has to with anything with how the villagers hated Naruto. Well, that's where you're wrong. The Kyuubi was too strong for anyone to beat and a Biju can never die, so he did the next best thing and the only thing he could do. And that was sealing it into a newborn child that just had its umbilical cord cut. These people who have a Biju sealed into them are called Jinchuriki. Jinchurikis are hated because they house demons, Naruto finished. Okay, but what does this have to do with you? Then it hit her. Glares, the whispering, the insults that were all directed towards Naruto and now to her. All because of a stupid demon. Then she looked at Naruto. He had a sad expression on his face. I'll understand if you don't want to stay with me anymore. I'm used to it, Naruto said. He was used to it, Sayuri thought. What she did next shocked Naruto. She tackled him. Again. How can you be used to it? Sayuri said. Naruto was confused. You don't see me as a demon? Naruto asked. Why would I? And besides, would a demon save a girl from being bullied? Would a demon save a village from a drug lord? If a demon did do those things, then I need a new dictionary. Sayuri said. Naruto was happy and for the first time in his life he cried. He cried tears of joy. I'm so glad you don't see me like that. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. Naruto said. Well, it's their fault they left a guy like to me. So that means I'm the luckiest girl in the world. Sayuri said. I wonder what you say if you were Sasuke. Naruto asked, curious. Sayuri thought about. Considering my old self, I would say he would be jealous you have a demon in you and would be dick and order you to give the Kyuubi to him, Sayuri said. Ha ha ha, that's true, and by the way, can we say that you and Sasuke are two people? 'Cause you are nothing like Tem. Naruto asked. Sure, I really would like that. Sayuri said happily. Flashback end. After that, the bond between Naruto and Sayuri got stronger. They tell each other about everything. Sayuri cried all night when she found Naruto got beat up for no reason, especially on his birthday. She even promised him that they would have a proper birthday for him, which made him happy. Sayuri looked at Naruto. She really wanted to make him happy. But she knew that she couldn't, considering his inerasable past. But you should at least defend yourself, Sayuri said. Naruto at this started to laugh. Not possible. If I did anything, my ninja license would be revoked by the stupid civilian council. They are trying to get any dirt on me that they could use, but thanks to Gigi they can't, especially now since I can only follow his orders. And also, Sayuri, be careful now that you're with me, they will do anything, Naruto said. Sayuri nodded in understanding. Alright, I understand, but promise me that once you become Hokage, get rid of the civilian council. This is a shinobi village, which means it is under military dictatorship, not politics, Sayuri said. Naruto nodded. I promise, Naruto said with thumbs up and his usual grin. Okay, let's get some rest for tomorrow's training, Sayuri said, going to Naruto's house since it was closer. For the whole week, Team 7 and the other teams have been training non-stop. Sayuri learned some new fire jutsu from Kakashi. Naruto improved his taijutsu and his chakra controls and learned some 1 wind just you, 2 earth jutsu and 1 water jutsu. Sakura missed 2 of the trainings, but they didn't care since Sayuri and Naruto are the ones that holding Team 7 and Sakura as their meat shield. Sayuri said that. As support, Kakashi. For no reason, Naruto. The last day before the Chunin exam. Kakashi gave the team a day off considering they worked hard, at least 2 of them did anyway. Naruto was having a peaceful walk until he felt someone following him. He looked back and saw a square box. Naruto ignored already knowing who it was. So he walked faster. The box moved faster. He moved faster than before and so did the box. But Naruto finally had it. Konohamaru, get hell out, I know it's you. Naruto shouted. The box suddenly exploded. Coughing could be heard. We put too much gunpowder, Moegi, Udon. Konohamaru said. Sorry, Konohamaru, said another voice which was obliviously a girl. Yeah, sorry, said another voice which indicated a boy. When the smoke cleared up, 3 kids were standing. They shouted, we are the Konohamaru Corp. Naruto didn't want to deal with them, decided to turn around, walk away. Konohamaru saw this and ran after him asking to play ninja. Naruto obviously declined, but Konohamaru kept asking until a banshee screech was heard. Naruto blocked his ears and was safe, but he couldn't be sure about the kids. Well, look at that. A ninja playing ninja, really stupid. Sakura said. Naruto looked bored. The only thing that's stupid is you, howler monkey. Naruto said while cleaning his ears. But before Sakura could counter, Konohamaru interrupted. Hey Naruto, is she your girlfriend? He asked. Naruto nearly had a heart attack. Some asked him if he was going out with the village's banshee. Naruto looked at Konohamaru with a glare that hatred that could rival the Hokage's hatred for paperwork. What in the world would make you think I would date that thing? Points at Sakura, and I'm already dating a girl. She's way better than that banshee. By this, Sakura had enough and was chasing Naruto and Konohamaru core. They ran until Konohamaru bumped into someone. When Konohamaru stood up, he saw a boy that had makeup on and was wearing all black and had a sack on his back. Hey kid, apologize for bumping into me, the boy said while grabbing Konohamaru's scarf. Moegi and Udon shouted his name in fear and concern. Hey Kankuro, put the kid down, the girl beside him said. The now known as a Kankuro looked at the girl and said, not until he apologies, Tamari. Tamari signed. Nad, Sakura being the idiot she is talked. What is Suna Nin's doing in Konoha? Tamari looked at Sakura like she was an idiot. Wow, you're an idiot, we're here for the Chunin exam. She looked at Sakura, who was pissed, then looked at Naruto. Cute boy, Tamari thought. Hey blonde, wanna go out sometime? She asked Naruto. Naruto surprised that he was asked out, but he had to decline since he already has a girlfriend. When he was about decline, he was interrupted. He's already taken. The voice was from Sayuri, who was on the tress near them. Tamari looked at Sayuri. Really, by who? The pink idiot over there. Tamari said, pointing to Sakura. Sakura wanted to kill her and Naruto was laughing. Sayuri wanted to laugh, but she was too busy glaring at Tamari. No, he's dating me, Sayuri stated. Tamari had an amused smile. Why would he date you when I can give much more pleasure? Tamari stated. Sayuri was about counter until Naruto interrupted. Not to be rude or anything, but can you drop the boy? Naruto said while pointing to Kankuro. Kankuro shouted. Not until he apologizes. Well, that's going to be forever. That kid is never going to apologize, so just drop him, Naruto stated. Kankuro was about to say the same thing until another voice came to the conversation. Kankuro, drop the kid, you are embarrassing our village. A red-haired boy said, who was also on the tree. Kankuro and Tamari looked scared when the boy arrived. Sorry Gaara, Kankuro said while dropping Konohamaru, who ran and hid behind Naruto. Gaara then looked at Sayuri. You, what's your name? He said. Sayuri Uchiha, and sorry but I'm already taken, Sayuri said while holding onto Naruto's hand to prove her statement. I'm Subaku no Gaara and I will meet you in the Chunin exam. Gaara said. Hey, want to know my name? Naruto said, pointing at himself. No, Gaara said, and Naruto was dejected. Sayuri was comforting him. Tamari, Kankuro, let's go, Gaara said, leaving the area they were in. Well, I'll be seeing you hottie. Tamari said while winking at Naruto. Was Kakuro said. Konohamaru and his group were telling Sayuri how cool she was and said their goodbyes and then left. Now the only ones in the clearing were Naruto, Sayuri and Sakura. Sayuri was taking the dejected Naruto home while comforting him by saying that raccoon guy will be sorry for underestimating him. But had to stop short when Sakura started calling Naruto a demon. Sayuri had enough and punched her, knocking her lights out. And left with the now laughing Naruto. It was the day of the Chunin exam. Naruto woke and realized that he was in Sayuri's house. When he took off the blanket, he was blushing like crazy. Next to him was Sayuri, only in a black bra and panty. He was praying to God that he was able to see the most beautiful thing in the world. Sayuri woke realizing the loss of warmth. When she opened her eyes, she saw Naruto was in a praying form. She wondered why. When they were fully awake, they brushed their teeth, ate breakfast, and went to the academy where the first part of the Chunin exam was taking place. When they were walking through the streets, they could feel the glares they were receiving. And could hear the whispers as well. Sayuri grabbed Naruto's right hand tighter. Naruto could feel her breasts on his arms and was feeling happy. When they reached the academy, they saw Sakura there waiting. Sakura was being smart and not opening mouth, which was good sign to both Sayuri and Naruto. When they went inside, they were looking for the room number 301. When they went on the second floor, they saw a large amount of people in the halls in front of a room that said 301. Now Naruto and Sayuri knew that it wasn't real because they could see past the genjutsu, so they were going to go past and go to the third floor and go to the real room. Sakura knew because she knew the layouts of the building. But she didn't follow her teammates, she being the idiot she was, blurted the secret. That's just a genjutsu. This room 201. Sakura said in her banshee screech. Sayuri and Naruto was annoyed that she said that. So Sasuke-kun, did I impress you? She said as she turned around to and faced Sayuri. Sayuri was pissed. No, you dumbass, that genjutsu was used to weed out the weak. Now you just made this exam more time consuming. And for the last time, I'm Sayuri. Sayuri stated. Sakura looked dejected and was about to counter the I'm Sayuri part, but was interrupted a Hyuga. So you're the last Uchiha? Pleased to meet you. I am Neji Hyuga and I want to fight you, the now known as Neji said. Yeah, so, Sayuri said. She took Naruto's hand and walked away. When they reached the dojo for taijutsu for academy students, they were halted by a boy with big eyebrows. The boy then went in front of Sakura and asked her for a date, which he got rejected. Why won't you go on a date with me? Is it because of him? The boy said, pointing at Naruto. Naruto started to laugh like crazy. Sayuri was getting pissed. Naruto is my boyfriend. Why does everyone think that he is with some else? Sayuri shouted. My name is Rock Lee and I want to fight you for Sakura-chan heart. The now known as Rock Lee said. Naruto was laughing. Be my guest, she's all yours. Naruto said. He grabbed Sayuri and went to the exam room. When they climbed the stairs, they heard panting. They looked behind and saw Sakura walking up the stairs breathing hard. When they finally got to the right room, they saw Kakashi reading his orange book. Sayuri growled at that. So you guys came, Kakashi said. Yup, wouldn't miss it for the world. Naruto said. Well then, good luck, and remember, work as a team and you will be able to pass. Kakashi said, I smiling. And with that, the doors to the first part of the Chunin exam has begun. Sorry guys that I haven't posted anything for a long time. So I made this a big chapter, and please review, I want to hear your opinions. I may also release a new story, so look for my account. And enjoy. You.